serious. Wrong pin. Of course it is.
If you sleep on your side, I bet you hate your pillow, and this is why.
Shut up. Hello, Jackie. Hello, Sonia. My tablet's acting uncouth today. So even though you're saying hello, I couldn't see you. So I had to get my phone. Still slow. What's going on? This thing's incredible. What a piece of work. Alright. Anyway. 12 by 18 watercolor paper glued to foam board. Still waiting for it to kick on. Actually, I have to wait for all this black to dry. All I did was take a sponge and dab, you know. This was done freehand. It's actually going to be behind the trees, so I'll probably end up painting this first. This stuff will be behind it. Yes, acting really slow. Yeah, it's been time for a new tablet the past couple of years. This one here is just long in the tooth. And it's really time to retire it. It's not going to do anything today. It's unresponsive and everything. So I'll just shut it down totally. If it even let me do that. Yeah, I'll just shut it down. Alright. Anyway, let's get with this. Look down here. White, brown, blue, orange, red. Alright, I'm not going to go through the technical names. but that's what it is down there. All right, I don't have nothing really special in mind. Just painting just to paint. All right. I think it's more or less done enough, dried enough. Let's get with it. I'll try my best to not put as much medium on this. I'm going to start off with the cabin first because I really want the cabin to be dry before I put any of the sky or the clouds in. Okay. All right. Okie dokie. So let's get on with it. Let's take a little bit of this umber. We'll put it right around here. You guys should still see it. A little tad of white in the umber. We'll kind of model it a little bit. That should be good enough. It's a nice little fiber cross. I should put a little bit of red in this, actually. Good enough. That's fine. Okay. We'll just start sketching it in where I would think more or less the top of the roof would be. I'll just kind of pop it in this way. Overlap a little bit. Pop in where the edge of the house. The edge of the house should be a little wider than that. So that's kind of a screw up, but we'll correct that. We'll move on. I'll get the rest of it here. Just kind of put it in there. Like I said, I want it on just paint, no glycerin or anything. I want this thing to dry rather quickly. In case you do come upon something like this where this is a little too narrow going downward, it should be outward a little bit more. It can be corrected. Okay, and since it's put in black anyway, so I'll just get a little bit of black and cover it up. All right. Throw some black in here real quick. I'll take a small brush and we'll kind of frame that a little bit better. Should be a little wider, like right there. There we go. Just like that. Alright. Now, unfortunately, I gotta wait for this to dry. It's okay. It only takes a few minutes for it to dry. Don't worry about stuff like that. It will be painted over. Okay. I kind of want a rough look for the cabin anyway. So it doesn't have to be architecturally sound, I should say. We're still going to mess with some of this umber. Throw a little blue in that. Probably coat it with a little more brown. We'll work it downward. You can barely see it. That's all right. We'll take care of that. We'll take care of that. A little bit of white, a little touch of orange in there. I'll do a little swipe across, and we'll just kind of play around with it a little bit. Overlap it a little. I'm just giving the impressions of cabin, little logs there. The glare. You're gonna get a little bit of glare from the lights. Sorry about that. Don't know how far down I'll go with this. I'll just, keep it moving, keep it going. And remember, a lot of this is going to be covered with trees and such. Get a little more of the brown blue here. Get a little bit of red. I'm going to even that out a little bit. Because it's kind of on the greenish side, so I want to kill that. Pop a little white in there to see what we got. Not bad. It's alright. It's fair, I guess. Bring it out. Nice swipe across. It gives you a little bit of perspective to the direction of the wood grain and whatnot and what have you. All right. Use the short part of the blade here. I should have enough. Something like that. Alright, okay. We'll take some of this dark color, get a little bit of white, mix it in there, marble it a little bit. And we're going to put the outside trim there. Needs it to be a little brighter. Mix a little white in there. Something like that. Okay. I'm just gonna give a quick outline of the rough edge there. Real quick. Like that. All right. Get some light gray in there somewhere. Tap some of that in there. Let's marble it. Just add a little color to it here. Lighten it up the spots there. Oh yeah. Well. Just a little bit here and there. Like I said, you don't know how much of this is going to be seed, so it's alright. Okie dokie. A shadow in there somewhere. All right, let's take some of this same black. I think we'll pop a door. semblance of a door. Like I said, you don't know how much of this cabinet's going to be seen, so I'll pop a little bit of a door right in there. Alright. We'll take the short part of the knife, throw it in the window. Right about there. We'll put a couple on the sides here. And I'm still just using regular paint. I'm not doing anything special. Just paint right now. All right. Bring some of that down there a little bit. All right. This a little bit of white, a little bit of black. We'll just kind of gray up. Some quick color for the roof. Not the roof, the chimney. Use a little blue and then gray there, make that real quick. Pop a little brown in there. Darken that a little black. It's just gray it out a little bit. This should be enough. This should be right. Something like that. Okay. Let's take a little bit of black, just a small bit. Get a little shadow here. Bring it right there. Get a little shadow there. Something like that. All right. Hey, Bill. How are you? Good to see you. Alright, so this in there. Like I say, not all of this might be seen. It's going to be, this guy's going to be kind of secluded in there. Alright, okay. Alright, let's see what we got here. I know we got some greenish stuff here, so I'll just mix it all in there right now. I like it, it's okay. It's alright. A little brown, a little blue. This variety of brown has green in it, which is why you don't see me mixing blue and yellow. This should be enough, more or less, somewhat. Okay. Let's go back to Mr. Sponge. We're going to wet the sponge. We'll just take this sponge. I'll show you what the sponge looks like here. You see those little pits in there? There. See those pits in there? Alright. It's going to give you your leaves. At least the look of them. I'm going to just kind of dab them in here. Okay. And you just, no, that's not a good idea. I have to stop. I'm thinking ahead of myself. Can't do that. I gotta wait for this to dry because the sky's gotta come in next. So I kind of jumped the gun on myself on that. I can't even wait because this will dry. So I just wasted that. I just wait. You have to do it in proper painting order. If not, you're just gonna cause yourself more pain. than anything. So that was my bad. I can't do that yet. I still have to wait for this to dry. So if anybody got any questions, now's the time. I do have to wait for the house to dry on this little bits that need to harden up. Here, little corner there. Maybe a little bit of something there, but it's really up here, brown in here. Needs to really dry up a little bit before I'm able to move on. So since I messed that package up with this, I can get this out of the way because I won't need it as of now. I got a large beach towel on my lap, so just wipe it right off here. That was my bad. But we can mix a sky color up real fast. Why not? A little bit of blue, a little touch of brown. Yeah, some white will grade up a little bit like that. Just mix it in there. Keep mixing it. Make sure you mix everything. Okay. Mix it up pretty good. Alright. I'm going to go into a little bit of vegetable glycerin. Just a little bit. Where's my handy brush that I usually have all the time? I can't seem to find it. It is around here somewhere. It's alright, I use this. Alright, we'll dip into glycerin with the flat brush. It's alright. No big deal. I don't really need too much of this stuff. But we'll just kind of slather it on here real fast. I would rather use this smaller brush anyway, because if some areas aren't dry, I'm going to know. Yes, I'm going into the trees with the glycerin. Kind of need to. As you can see, there's little holes and stuff where the sky would be, so gotta kind of put it in there like that. All right. This is where usually you got the advantage of acrylic paint. I just gotta be careful here on the edge of the house, because I know the house isn't totally dry, not all of it. So I just gotta be a little careful. Glycerin, as you know, is quite reflective, so you know. All right, that should be good enough here. What I got. This is enough to cover the majority of what I'm doing. We're good. All right, I got a little bit at the top that's missing, so it's a thinner brush, so. All right. Okay. This my other brush. It's hiding out on me. I think it's having its own personal revolt. It has left the premises. Like Elvis. Can't find her at all. That's okay. You know what? I'll use this guy. Don't matter. Okay. I'll use this flat brush here. It doesn't matter. I should have made more of this color though. I don't think this color's gonna do too well. We'll see. I can see that. Well, no, the glycerin's still hanging. The glycerin's still hanging around. It's trying. It's trying. It's trying to hold on. I use some glycerin with the blue and try to cover as much as I can, as best I can. I can remove some of that, just like that. And we'll just keep it moving right by the edge of the house here as close as I can. You really should use a there. I'll bring it upward. Don't worry about the streaks. They'll go away. They will go bye-bye. So don't panic about the streak. As you see, some of that brown that I put into this paint gives you that weird grayish kind of feel. Just wipe it right across. Scrape some of that out of there. And that's it, really. It's just a nice, simple sky so far. Just like that. Put it in there. You'll still see some of this tree back here. Don't worry about it. Don't panic. It's okay. I'll just keep wiping away until I get what I want. Which, what I see here is fine. Okay. All right. I seriously don't know where my other brush is. Maybe it walked out and quit on me. I'm looking, I can't find it. Okay, let's get to a fan brush of some sort. This one. We're gonna take some titanium white. We'll mix it right in here with this other stuff. Okay. All right, we'll just take this, and we'll just take it, and kind of pop some love in here like this. As you can see, it's not overly white. It's got glycerin and some of that blue in there. I'll kind of skate around in here like that. Kind of come up with it like this. All right. Take a nice soft brush, and we'll start waving it around, getting some interesting cloud shapes going here. Be very light with your brush. I'm not going to get rid of the intensity of everything. Just pop it in there. Now you know these clouds look a lot like the background, so we're gonna bump that up a little bit. It'll get there. It'll get there. All right. This just get rid of some of this. Okay. Well, we'll just take some white like that. Pop it in like this. Take our fan brush, and we'll use the smaller one. It doesn't matter which one. Just pure white today. All right. You know, you got some clouds in there. Okay, so we'll just take our brush and kind of get some stuff in here like that. Take the brush, do the same thing again. Oh, just kind of pop it in here like this. Something a little lower, a little straighter. That way. Something like that. Hey, how are you? Hey Jim, how you doing? How you doing, Kathy? And now these are brighter. These are a little closer to us. Don't necessarily lose the intensity of the brightness. We're just gonna kind of fluff these guys out a little bit. Down below here, I kind of trail them, fluff them out a little. Just like that. Now, it's going to be hard for you to see details because of the glare of the light in this area. All right. there's a lot of values and tones going through that I don't want to necessarily kill. So, and as far as the clouds mixing in with the trees, that's fine. You'll see. It's okay. Yeah, it's okay. I'll make these a little bit lighter. And I just probably can go straight. Like that. Alright. Clean this off. I'm serious. My do everything brush has disappeared off the face of the earth. I don't know where that thing is. It's alright. Okay, let's take a hake brush. Very soft brush. Very soft hairs. Okay. We'll just take it and we'll just kind of smooth everything out with these guys. In the cross sections, kind of gets rid of the streaks. As you can see some of that red did not dry. It's okay. It's alright. So get something like that going on. It's alright. Kinda, you probably can rub it out or whatever. It's okay. Don't worry about that. I'm not. Alright. It would do you well if you got a brush with such soft hairs to wash it out immediately. I've had these brushes for about 3 or 4 years, believe it or not, and I've used them, so as long as you take care of them, they'll take care of you. See, good as new. Okay. They will stain, but I think that's not paint, it's just they will stain this white brush. Obi-kibi. Now we can go to our sponge. I know we've got titanium white here. It's okay. Back to the brown and blue. We'll mix it. No, I got white in here. It's okay. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Get some more, it's burnt umber actually. Pop some of that darkness in there too. Umbers, raw umber, burnt umber. The umbers is a brown with more green in it, which is why you see me put it in with this blue and it's turning more green. You can't do that with the siennas. Siennas have more red. It's a brown with more red in it. Raw sienna, burnt sienna. It's all got red in it. Okay. Okay. So yes, you can achieve green with other colors. Alright. Now we can dip the sponge into the paint. I would usually wet the paint up a little bit. Okay, let's look up here. And now you're going to start putting in your greens. Alright, light taps. Very lightly. Pop them in there. You're not going to necessarily get rid of all of that dark. That black, you're not going to get rid of all of that, and you shouldn't. I should have made a lot more, so I'm going to make some more. Some blue in there. Mix it right up in there. I always sometimes tend to make too little. That's a darker batch. I have to lighten that up just a little bit. And it's just adding up to just a little bit of white. Small amount of white. It'll lighten it up, it'll green it up a little. As you can see. So the phthalo blue and for number. Alright. We're gonna do more to save. Get some paint. Now when you pack it on with paint like this, it's just a light touch. Trust me, a very light touch. Don't go overboard with it. Like I say, this cabin will be covered with leaves. It's gonna come right on around, just like that. Yep, the cabin is kind of secluded within all of this bush and brush and trees and stuff. So the cabin itself is not really the focus point, which is why all the shrubbery here. But now you know why I painted the cabin first. Okay. We're going to lighten some of this up also. We use the same thing to lighten it up. Alright. The reason why you see me using the palette knife, it mixes quicker and it mixes better. Okay. And it's just me adding white to what I previously used. Look at the light green you're getting. Light bluish green. We're going to thin that up. A thin paint sticks to a thick paint. Alright? Alright. So I dip the sponge into the paint. Water, get it all loose like that. Okay. Alright. When it's a light color like this, and it's watered down, very light touches. Okay. And be mindful to where you're adding all this light stuff. Do them in interesting little grouping, and you have to tap. You cannot slide this stuff across. I'm not going to get rid of all the black in there. But get interesting little groupings of color going in there. Alright. I'll put some back there. You don't want to get rid of all that dark. That darkness is your friend. Okay. You come here and add a few. And this is just me making quick bushes and whatnot with the sponge. Come on up here a little bit. Come up here. And down there a little. Come up here, add a little love up in this section in here. Like so. I don't have to add any more than that. Alright. Let's get another mix going. Let's get a little bit of orange. White. Now, the reason why I add orange, a little bit of that green and white, because orange has a little bit of yellow in it. You see there's no yellow on the palette, but look at the color you have though. You guys can barely see that because of the camera angle. Yeah, y'all can see that. The reason why it looks like that with that orange is because of the yellow in that orange. I'm just cleaning off the sponge. Don't want to contaminate the bright color with that leftover green. It all depends on the style, Jim. I'm gonna water down this funky color here. But remember, a looser paint, a thinner paint sticks to a thicker paint. A light touch, very light touch, because you gotta establish where the light source is coming from. So I'm gonna take that interesting little things here, just like that. Okay, and I'll kind of aim it this way. Pop some of that down here a little. Just be mindful that let's put some right here. So kind of make it around in here a Not as much here. Something like that. And then I'll come over here on this side. We'll add some love. Have a trail this way. Very light, sparse touches like that. Okay. I turn the brush around every so often. So each instrument you use to make your leaves gives a different look. Okay. I think I'll pop some on top up here. And then I'll come around on the edge here. And then we'll get it a little heavier here. It comes around, maybe around here. Like that. And then that's it. I'll leave it be. Okay, let's put this sponge right here. Let's clean some of this up. Actually, I like this color. Let's keep that color. Let's add a little black to that color. Keep stirring it. Keep mixing it. I like this color. For a reason. This is a Guess Your Tree Bark color right there. Yeah, we can get rid of this stuff. We're not going to use it. We're not going to use this. We'll wipe that up there. We'll keep that. We'll actually just use this. We'll just spread it out like that. It's quick swipe across. Let's go ahead and add a little bit of, let's add some trunks right up in here. Something like that. We just got a few of them in there. We'll add a couple thinner ones up here a little bit. If you can't really see them, don't worry. You will in a second or two. You know, you get to highlight a few of these guys. We'll have one kind of shoot off that way. Let's get some more of that color. And we start just kind of popping them in there, here and there. It might appear a little dark, and that's fine. Put some thinner ones in there. A couple in there like that. I'm gonna put one up around in here like this. Oh, we might have a little stump or something right up around here somewhere. Like that. A little bit of white. Mix it in with some of that gray that we have here. Like that. It's up to you. If you want to kind of highlight them a little bit. It's really up to you. You don't have to. It's hard for me to see because of the glare. We'll make it happen, Captain. Put some of that up here like this. And maybe a little something right up in there. Like that. Like I said, it's going to be difficult for you guys to really see the thing because of that light shining over there on the other side. Alright. Let's get a little rubbing alcohol. Spray it down there real fast. Rubbing alcohol gets rid of this stuff instantly, as you can see. Yeah. Wipes it right out. It does leave your area smelling like a hospital bed, but you know, you gotta trade off somewhere. I was debating whether I needed that orange or not. It's alright, I got more orange. Okay. This is over paper towel, just wipe it off. Get it come right off. Comes right off. And there you go. Okay. And throw it away. Clean surface again. Alright. We'll get some interesting pockets of dark in here. Then we're gonna put the ground in there. All right. Up to you how you want to do that. I'll take a fan brush, tiny one. We're gonna go right into the black. Why not? A little bit here, just kind of put on the brush. All right. We're gonna come here. We're just kind of tap in some interesting bits of just in patches, little bits of dark there. It makes a nice transition between the ground and where some of the shrubbery starts. So up in here, nice little patch of darkness there. Be behind the tree, add some depth. So this tree's out in front, so you pop some that little bit of dark in there like that. It just kind of brings that little tree out more. Okay. All right. I can do this a couple different ways. I guess I'll do it this way. I'll use a thicker brush here because I want to kind of go over the ground pretty quickly. I'm low on blue, so we add more blue. And since I'm using, it's gonna be a lot of green here, so I'll put the blue right here. We'll just kind of mix it up here. I'll just use the rest of this because it's almost gone. I don't think I have enough to salvage anything out of this. I think we're done here. Yeah, I think this is pretty much done. Okay, that's gone. I don't have enough brown. Hold on. Not enough umber. Instead of putting umber here, I'll just kind of throw a glob of that right in there. Yeah, that might be enough. Maybe add a little more dirt to the mud. All right. We'll just stir it around right here. Yeah, let's do some. I'm trying to see if I got enough. Nope. Not enough brown. Just get the rest of that and put it in there. Alright. Let's see what we got here. Yeah, that would have worked. That worked. Okay. So you throw a little white in there and you see what you get. Okay. Let's establish some grass, greenery stuff here. It's already in a hill shape already. Now, if I leave a little bit of black there, let's start it right here. If I leave a little bit of black, something like that, it kind of brings the woods further back. So let's just start here. Okay. And then as we got that going, we'll start to kind of peter out a little bit. And we'll kind of thin it out. Keep tapping away. I'll use the side of the brush. It gives me more of a grassy look there. Just kind of thin that out. Thin it out. It come to a curve if you want. And we'll start kind of making little sparse bits in there. Okay, like that. And just kind of leave it be. Let's start here now. A little closer. Up in here. Kind of come up in here a little bit. Leave a little gap of black in there. We'll kind of continue up here. Now, just because you see me lay this out, don't mean this is the final bit. Oh no. We're just laying the groundwork here for the grass, hills, or whatever you want to call it. That's interesting. Let's see if I can kind of expand that a little bit. Let's kind of have a peak here and just kind of curve away like that. And we'll just kind of do our thing here to the bottom there. Like that. Okay. All right. This here. Let's continue this right up here. I see something, and I'm just gonna do it. Yeah, we'll kind of put it there and kind of do one of these numbers. Okay. So before I continue on, let's do something with this, since it looks so neat. Actually, let's kind of take that edge back there. If I can get it, I'll just close that off a little bit. Back in there. All right. Using a brush like this that's so full of hairs takes quite a deal of paint. Is there a difference between white and titanium white? Yes, there is, Jim. Yes. Yes, there is. There's a tube of paint called soft white. Soft white is really excellent for blending. It's not overpowering. It's pretty much what the name implies, being soft white. And all it does is lighten the color you put it on top of or mix it with. Titanium white is very thick, very opaque. Titanium white will cover death. That's some strong white. And usually that's the type of white that we artists that do wet and wet style would prefer. The soft white is, they also call it mixing white. Same thing. It is not as opaque. Sometimes I make a mistake, and I have done that recently, and I end up picking up a tube of white, think is titanium white, and it's not. Because I got a full tube of it, and I'm looking at it right now. I'm looking at it with disgust, but I am looking at it. Okay, let's get a little bit of brown, a little bit of white, whatever. We'll just put it right here. Yeah. I'll scoop up some of this other stuff, but we'll just put it right here for now. I don't have too much blue. I'll pick up what's left of it. I'll just put it here. So it's blue mixed in with this blue green. This looks like ultramarine green, actually. Okay, I need more white. All right. As you can see, I'm running low on titanium white. See that? Oh, put it right here. Very low. I'm running low. Very low. It's all good though. It's all right. I'll put it right here. Once it's empty, I'll just throw it out by the tube eventually. That's like, oof, too much. Don't need too much. We'll lighten that up a little bit. Keep mixing it. I'm putting it right next to the older color so you can see the difference. See that? Okay. All right. Let's get a little glycerin. We'll put the glycerin all in here. This stuff is already dry, y'all. Carolina Hillbilly asked about the drying time of oil paint and acrylic. I'm dealing with heavy body acrylics, and as you can see, drying time is a whole lot faster with acrylic. Okay, I guess I'll use this brush because I'm lazy. Don't matter. All right, we'll just take this brush and watch this. Just go straight down. Straight down. Just go straight down. Go straight down. Just like that. Do a little bit of that love here. Oh. Come down here. We have some more love. Just make this. Just add it. Usually a soft brush would really do. I don't seem to have one, so I'll just use this same brush. I just kind of brush it downward. Brush it downward. Brush it downward. Just like that. Just brush it downward. Take the same thing over here. Just brush it downward. Just like that. Alright? Straight down. Straight down. Straight down. Forgot about that part. Straight down. Straight down. Just like so. Take the same brush, watch this. Go across. Press pretty good, go across. Go in the other direction too if you want. Go across. Go across. Just keep going across. Just like so. Let's go across. white. We'll put the white right here. Brush across. You just take it, keep it horizontal, as horizontal as you can. Add some waterline horizontal, and you rub it up, dub. Go across. Rub it up, dub. Alright? Let's come out here. Horizontal. Keep it horizontal. No matter how crooked your land is, keep it horizontal. Keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. Rub it up, dub. Alright. I think I did this pretty good. This is alright. Keep going, keep going. It disappears around there. It continues here. Look at that. Okay. Okay. You want to be cute, and you can. You got the right. Take some of that. Straight down. The further up the bank you go, the taller they get if you can get away with it. Well, look at that. Straight down with it. Alright. Take a little bit of your white. Just a little bit. If you want to add this, you can. Up to you. But keep it horizontal. Straight across. Don't make them necessarily toy soldier even. Come out this way a little bit. Put a dot of that right there. You know. Keep them horizontal. Good. Just like so. Let's get some black. Mix it. Cut in there. And just add a little bit of shadow there. Just for the bank, the edge of the bank there. Okay. And you can here add a little bit of that. Just gives a little bit of depth to your bank back there. If you don't have enough black, just get some more quick swipe across. Nice line there. Separation there. Yeah, we're good like that. Okay, that's good. That's like landscape painting 101 type stuff. Alright. Let's gather up this green. A whole lot of it here. We'll mix this in with it. It's okay. Put it right there. Mix up the white. Pop it in there. Something lighten it up even more. Get a little more titanium white. You don't have to use all that green. You just use a little bit, just like this. Okay. Just like that. If you want, use a little bit of that orange. Just be careful. Only reason why I'm using the orange is because they got that little tinge of yellow in orange, which is why it's turning that nice bright yellow green. Okay. Okay. All right. Let's get a bigger brush. I mean, yeah, I'll just do it with the fan brush. All right, we'll just take a fan brush. We'll do the grass. The fan brush, tips of the brush, if you will. All right, this sunlight's coming more from this direction, so we'll start over here. And we'll just do nice little taps. Yes, kind of, and just once again, interesting little grouping, especially around the bank area here. And pop some in here. Have it go up a little bit, so maybe a little hill type of thing. Like that. Break it up a little bit. Bring some of that. Come over here. And have it go off the page there. And just kind of have it peter a little bit there. Okay. Put a couple in between here, just a few. Just joining everything. Come here, add some right here at the bank. That's where the bank kind of separates and moves outward. Okay. As you get closer here, you can make them a little bigger, up to you. Still interesting little groupings of this stuff. Come out here, add some, continue that. Like that. Okay. So you got your just little patches of light and dark. You put a few in here like that. No matter. But it's kind of heavy toward the front here. Okay. Let's get some more of this stuff. Actually, let's deepen that a little bit. We're gonna put a little bit of red in that on the other side of the bank there. Over here, got a little shadow thing going. So we'll add some of these like this. So that's like that. Come on down a little bit. Up here. Don't necessarily kill all the dark, all the black you see in there. So a little different color over here. Okay. And we'll come over here. We'll add pretty much the same technique, just different color. Just like that. Come on, get right to the bank there. Come up around in here a little bit. Right to the bank's edge. You saw I'm not getting rid of some of that midnightish green here. Okay. Alright. Okay. No problem. I'll jump. No problem at all. Be patient with me for 1 second. Hold on for a quick moment here. Just get a little bit of black, some water. We'll put it here where this mark was. Gotta be careful. I think I'll pop it up. These are the infamous Walmart eagles. Alright. These are the bargain basement eagles. Bargain basement eagles. For real. The quickest way to make an eagle from a distance. And then you put a nice white dot right in the middle. There. Look at that. Bargain basement. These are the Goodwill eagles. The eagles you get directly from Goodwill. There you go, Goodwill eagles. Okay, you got a pair. All right. Okay, let's play. Let's take this brush. Let's take a little bit of titanium white and some water. Put it right there. Be careful doing this. The closer you are to it, the more control you have. Be careful. Alright, I'm not really partial to doing them in white, but whatever. Okay, give it a little splatter. Look at this. There's a little flower thing going on here. Batch. Put a couple of them here. Then bring some over. See, the closer you are, the more control. The further you are, the more they tend to spread out. Alright, you might not want that. So it's really up to you of where you want these guys. Okay. Alright. You know what? Let's use some orange today. Let's use orange this time. Okay. So we tinted it with a little bit of orange. We're going to come over here. We're going to kind of put the color opposite over here. So we're going to plop some orange coloration in these guys over here. Now, can I mix the white and orange? Sure you can. If you would like. Up to you. I mean, you can. I don't know if I necessarily want to. Here, I'll just kind of tap them in there. Back it like this. And we'll kind of tap a few of them way back in here a little bit. Just like that. I'll just kill some of that brightness there. Like that. Okay, but you see them in there. Okay. I didn't use much red tonight, this afternoon, so I guess I'll get a little bit of white, pop that in there with the red, put a little more white in there, brighten it up a little bit. I need a little more white to kind of brighten that red up a bit, okay? It's a little bit on the thick side, just need a little bit of water. Let's come over here and need a little more water. I think it's still not bright enough. It's like, it might need a little more white. Let's see. Yeah, need more white. More white. A little more water. Now this is alizarin crimson, so it's a deeper red. It kind of bake that. Yeah. So I'll add a little bit of this stuff in here. It's fairly thick, and it's still not bright enough, believe it or not. But yeah, it'll work for today. For now, I'll throw a few in here. But they're not. It matches too much with the orange, so it's not going to really show too much. But it's there. Yeah, whatever. All right. Clean it off real fast. Hey, Bruce. Okay. I guess I can take the top of we'll take a little bit of what's left of the white with this pipe in here. Doesn't really matter at this point. Let's take a little bit. Too much. This pipe. And we'll kind of frame the roof a little bit. Yeah, that's not bright enough. I'll just add it in here like this a little bit. I want to kind of add some brightness to that. I don't have anything really bright enough. It's all been contaminated, so it's all right. Okay. Let's take a bigger brush. Let's gather from this mess. I could probably use that green though. I could probably use that. Let's put a little black in that gray that ran out real quick. I'll try to salvage as much as I can. Mix it, keep mixing. I think I can salvage some of this. Yeah, I think I can do something with that. Yeah. Alright, I'll do something with it. All the rest can go in the dump. I'll save that though. Make it more of a mess. I don't want much. I don't have much white left. That's all dried up. Let's peel that away. Let's peel some of that away too. Let's peel that away. Get that out of there. All right. Yeah, we'll use some of this green. I gotta add some more colors to it though. We'll slap a tree in there somewhere. See some last vestiges of this titanium white. We'll put it kind of right here somewhere. Actually, I want to darken that. Let me think here. Hold on. Let's take a little bit of red. That's way too much red. This little bit should do. Let's darken that red up there. Keeping that greenish color. Now it's turning kind of gray. Nice. Alright, that's a nice warm gray there. Okay. Alright. That's not bad. Okay, what am I going to do with that? I'll darken that, and that's going to be some tree bark. I'll take a little bit of black. We're on the final leg of this thing. I'll take a little bit of black. Too much, maybe. Pop it in there like that. Now you think adding black is going to be really super overpowering. No. It just deepens the color of what you have already. See, it's just a deeper color. It's just a deeper gray, actually. Okay. More than enough. There. Alright. Let's take a half-inch brush. Okay, we'll throw some kind of something in there, some tree of some sort. We'll just use this. we'll kind of make him here like this, and we'll kind of make him a little crooked. We'll make him a little thicker too. Come out here, like that. We'll kind of block him in. We'll block this guy in like this. We'll block him in. Once again, this is why I use paint, no mix, no water, no nothing. You got enough paint to just cover all of this. What you got back there? We're just blocking in the tree right now. Block her in. Now, when you do backgrounds and midgrounds, and you act like you're not going to put anything in front of them, they actually turn out the best. I knew something was going to be put here, but I couldn't tell you what I'm going to put here. And because you'll be too heavily invested in the middle ground. I know you would, because I would do the same thing. You know, when you go covering things up, you go, no, but you know, it's just how we are. Okay. I do like the open area. It's pretty neat. I like the cloud area, so I guess I won't, I'll just go this way. Come on, that way. Like this. So I'll add a branch in here like so. And then I'll just kind of put it in there like that and make it disappear. Get a little bit of water. Paint's a little thick, so loosen up some of this paint here. Because the branch out here is a little thicker, so you have to make it even thicker here so it matches and makes sense. Alright, so it looks like that. Okay, okay. Alright. Let's take a little bit of, we'll take a little bit of black. We'll mix it in here into the gray that we had. Just like that. Okay. It doesn't turn black, it just turns a darker gray. See? Okay. Alright. Alright. It's actually darker here. So I'll just take my little knife and I'll just kind of tap some texture all up in here. Just bring it around. You don't have to make them exactly even all the way around. Not necessary to do so. Just make it kind of a little rough around its edges. All up in here. Like so. You gotta give the tree a shaded part, basically. Come up around here a little bit. Okay. Up around here on this back side. Somewhere around in there. Let's take some white. Let's mix it in like that. Just marble it a little bit. Alright. And we'll just kind of play around with the light side a little bit up in here by the edge. When I bring it out like that, okay, try to get a nice thin line across. And sometimes it takes just a tap, or you can kind of slide it along. It's up to you how much texture you want on your tree, or what you really want it to look like. It's really up to you. But you can see it's weathered, beaten down. It's seen its battles. Okay. It's not the only tree I know how to paint. It's just the ones that are the most interesting to look at. If that makes sense. Okay. Alright. Let's just take pure white. The brighter the highlight, the less of it you need. Really thin. Really thin. Right at the edge. And I mean at the very edge. Sometimes it just takes a tap. Right at the edge. frames your tree a little bit down here. And you can get away with straight white on a tree that's got this much gray on it. It's not bright enough. More white there. No, I see white's too far in on my knife. That's fine too. Alright. It's like that. Alright, Jackie. Thanks for coming by. Appreciate it. Alright, I'm thinking of what else while I'm doing this. Straighten some of this out a little bit. Some things need to get a little tighter, and I'll kind of brighten up some things here. Even though it's gray, it's brighter than what it still shows up more. We didn't need anything else really. We got our bargain basement eagles. What I can do is take them off of here. No. Yeah, I'll take me off here. What I'll do is I may end up taking me off of here. Let's go to let's take me out of there for a second. Let's go to I think we're input 4. I think we're input 4, right? Yeah. It's still audio 4, yes. Alright, well that's what it looks like. Now, I'm gonna do something a little different today. Because usually on 11 by usually on 11 by 15 I frame. I don't necessarily have a frame large enough for this, but I'm gonna pan this back. Let me get the focus on here. It's kind of silly how I have to do the focus. There we go. We'll focus it in a little better. Alright, let's get rid of this. I do have a 16 by 20 frame that sits. It'll sit pretty well. This painting will sit pretty well in the center of it. So I'll show you what it looks like with a frame on it. Alright. I do tape my borders if that's a preference. I think it looks a little more professional than this, in my opinion. I do like the clean look it is. Alright, and that's the only reason why I do taped borders. Once again, this is 18 by 12 by 18. So hold on 1 second, guys. Let me zoom out on this. I think that should be enough, I believe. Alright, let's take this off for 1 second. I'll show you what I'm talking about. This painting, or this this frame actually housed my King Ghidorah, the dragon on top of the volcano from the second Godzilla movie. This was let's make sure she'll sit on there. She's on there. Yeah, she's on there now. Gentleman bought it a couple days ago, and so. But there you go. But that's what it looked like. I think yeah, you guys can see it. Let me actually, I have to adjust the focus again. Hold on 1 second. Touch it. Get me out the way. All right. Anyway, there you go. That's what it would look like within a frame. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. Okay. As you see, the cabin is this time. The cabin is secluded behind the bushes. All right. Got a little darkness there, meaning that where the ground is in that darkness, you have to travel a little further back for that. Okay. But yeah, beat up cabin is back there. This time the cabin is partially covered this time. Okay, but you got your little field, you got your little stream. Wasn't planning on the stream, but there you go. I did plan on the tree, but not really the stream. All right. Okay. Everything's not really overly super bright. I think the brightest thing on this painting might be the clouds, if not maybe the green highlights. The clouds are really nothing special, just a little bit of the soft brush and the glycerin and the grayish blue. That blue actually has umber in it. So it was phthalo blue, umber, and then white, and gives you that color of blue. All the greens that are made in this painting was not made by yellow or blue, because I had no yellow. I just had orange, alizarin crimson, phthalo blue, and umber. Okay. Umber has green in it. It's a brown with green in it. So you mix umber with phthalo blue, you get a green. Okay. So, yep. Where's my signature? Ha, that's right. That's right. And I forgot to put my mic back on too. That's probably why you guys probably couldn't hear me, because it's so faint. I took the mic off. But I must have been talking all this time without the mic on. At least on me. That's let you know that I'm probably agitated by something. Doesn't take too much to throw me off my game. But it wasn't nothing. I mean, it's just I'm just going through my audio issues at the church, so it's really worrying on my last nerve. But I'm not gonna give up. Can't give up. And I had to get one of my units fixed. I never used the unit that I bought years ago. I never used it for the purpose that I need it for, but it actually has an output to where I could use it in that fashion. And I tried to today, never knowing, since I bought the thing, I never used it for that purpose. And now I come to find out that I need it. That part of the unit doesn't work. Everything else works fine except that one part. And so I had to go get that fixed. So I'm not very happy about that. But it'll all turn out okay when all said and done. There you go, Bruce. And you're right. I usually slap my signature on there real quick. And that's what you know, my mind's elsewhere. And I really needed to paint. Let me throw some more alcohol on this stuff. Okay. All right. Oh, you could hear me fine? All right. Great. Thank you. All right. Okay. I'm just putting the towel away here. I'm gonna wipe this stuff off while I'm talking to you guys, or you guys are talking to me. Sometimes it's a bad habit. Sometimes I walk away from this thing and then I'll forget that I got this rubbing alcohol and paint going on, and then I don't wipe it off. But all it takes is more rubbing alcohol. Then I just take the tray, put it under some warm water, and it almost like melts off. So no, it takes a few seconds to do what I'm doing, really. And a couple paper towels, and then that's it. She's ready for the next round. Okay, let's get this stuff over here real quick. It's remarkably easy to take this stuff off. It's almost like child's play. But all it is just regular rubbing alcohol in a paper towel, and that's it. Comes right off. And rubbing alcohol obviously, evaporates, so it's not like you're making a real big mess. It all disappears. So Okay. The only time I might have a little trouble getting paint off of this glass would be that Waverly paint, because when it dries it's like cement. I think it's the type of paint that you're supposed to be able to write on it and erase from it. So it's really powerful stuff. Once it dries, it's on there pretty good. All right, there. Clean. Let me dump this water. Clean glass tray for next time. And yes, I dumped the water right in the bucket right beside me here. Okay. Thank you, Vermont. I appreciate it. I usually, if I'm feeling this way, I usually bust out with a flower of some sort, but you've been taking the flower market pretty good, so I'll leave the flowers alone. I decided to do this green cabin deal, and I did the leaves with the sponge today. Yeah. So you still got your sense of depth and all that good stuff. Got your texture stuff going on. I didn't use much glycerin except for the bottom and the top, which is just about almost dry. Yep, I'll take a snapshot of this and make it a thumbnail for this video. Post this on the 4 or 5 groups that I'm in, and yeah, that's that. Okay. All right, let's grab this little keyboard thing here. Okay, guys. Where is it at? Here. Give me a click here. All right. They're better than you think. You're your own worst critic. But then again, I thought a lot like you also when I was doing them, so I can understand. I really can understand where you're coming from. I don't know what subject I'll do next for a painting. I'm supposed to be doing but this is a paid session. I'm doing a live stream on Zoom for Home Artist Academy this Friday at 2 o'clock my time, which is like 7 o'clock their time. So it's a pretty late stream for them, but I'll try to keep it very short. Try to keep it under an hour. At least I'm gonna try to. Maybe an hour and 15 minutes or so. Because I think this one's probably, what, 90 minutes? Yeah, exactly. It's 1:30, 32 minutes. Came by. So even if I kept it that long, it would be great. Because they will be done by 8:30 their time. So that's pretty decent. All right. I think I've yacked enough. Guys, thank you very much. I appreciate you. If you can, hit that thumbs up. I'd appreciate it. As far as my video series, everything's set. Everything's ready. I just haven't put it out there yet. It's just sitting here on the USB drive. But it's just sitting here with everything's finished. Yeah, and I really should get that going, because I don't know. I'm just sitting on it all the time that I put into making them. But it explains this process and a whole lot more, how to do trees and all of this and clouds. I think I go more in depth into it. I think it's a different variety of clouds than these. But I do a couple different varieties of clouds and grass and water, trees, the deciduous trees like these and the pine trees. I'm trying to remember if I did one of these or not. I might have. I don't remember. I have to look at the videos and everything. But yeah. Okay, guys. You guys have a good night. Good night, Sonia. And like I always say, peace.